Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're diving deep into the actual hard math of how your money grows and why simply hoarding cash in a bank account or, a literal safe is fundamentally holding you back. If you've ever wondered what the real mathematical difference is between just saving your money and actually investing it, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to kick things off with this incredibly powerful framing question from our source material. Would you rather work hard for money or have money work hard for you? It's a super simple question, right? But honestly, it kind of sets up the ultimate financial choice you have to make in your life. Most of us are taught all about the first part, working hard for a paycheck. But today, using some really eye-opening data, we're going to break down exactly how you accomplish the second part. All right, Section 1, simple versus compound interest. Let's look at the mechanics of how money actually grows. Let's dive into this by breaking down the two main ways interest gets calculated. First up, you have simple interest. This is interest you earn strictly on your original principal investment. It's totally linear and it stays absolutely constant over time. Then you have compound interest, which is a completely different ballgame. Compound interest means you're earning interest on your original principal plus all the past interest you've already accumulated. Because of this snowball effect, your actual dollar interest increases every single year. Let's put some real numbers to this to see the hard math side by side. Say you invest $1,000 at a 5% interest rate. With simple interest, you earn $50 in year 1. In year 2, you earn another $50. Year 3, $50 again. It literally never changes. But look at how compound interest works. In year 1, you still earn that same $50. However, assuming you leave those earnings in the account, year 2 actually brings you $52.50. By year 3, you're earning $55.13. Notice how that compound growth starts accelerating by year 2? That's because you're adding your interest to your principal each year, meaning you're now earning that 5% on a perpetually increasing pile of money. So the really crucial takeaway here is that compound interest is literally just interest on interest. It happens when you reinvest your earnings instead of cashing them out. As long as you keep doing that, your passive income is going to grow exponentially. I mean, it basically allows you to build wealth without lifting a single finger. To wrap up our $1,000 example, if you just let that money compound over 5 years, you earn an additional $26.28 compared to simple interest. Okay, I know, $26 isn't exactly buying you a yacht tomorrow, but that 10.5% difference, that is the exact spark that ignites massive wealth over time, simply by letting the mechanics of compounding do the heavy lifting for you. Moving on to Section 2, saving cash versus investing, the 40-year showdown. Here's a fun scenario. Imagine you decide to set aside the equivalent of just $1 single a day to build up your savings. That comes out to $365 a year. What actually happens to that money after 4 decades? Let's say you take the old school saving cash route. You literally shove that $365 into a physical safe in your house. After year 1, you've got exactly $365. After year 2, you toss in another year's worth, bringing you up to $730. By year 3, you're sitting on $1,095. Your money is just stacking up linearly, year after agonizing year. It's incredibly predictable for sure, but it is completely static. Now, if you stubbornly stick to this exact cycle for 40 years, locking away $1 a day, you'll eventually save exactly $14,600. And hey, saving money is obviously a great habit. Having 14 grand is a lot better than having nothing. But as our source material really emphasizes, true wealth just cannot be achieved without the benefit of compound interest actively pushing your money forward. So what if, instead of a dark metal safe, you consistently invested that exact same $365 a year into something with a higher rate of return? Let's use the stock market as our benchmark, specifically an index fund tracking the S&P 500. Historically, this has boasted an average annual return of about 10%, dating all the way back to the 19th century. Let's check out the first 3 years with this investing approach. After year 1, your investment could be worth around $396. By year 2, it bumps up to $832. By year 3, you're looking at $1,311. Right out of the gate, you can see the trajectory shift as compound interest takes hold. The returns are already starting to pull away and totally outpace the cold hard cash sitting in that safe. And this comparison brilliantly illustrates the astonishing long-term reality of compound interest. Think about it. 40 years of diligent saving in a safe leaves you with $14,600. But by continuously investing that same dollar a day into the index fund, your shares could potentially skyrocket to $177,710. And here's the truly staggering part. You only put in $14,600 of your own hard-earned cash. The market generated over $163,000 for you in pure compounding interest. It is a completely life-changing difference, all from the exact same initial out-of-pocket contribution. Section 3. The long-term wealth trajectory. Let's look beyond just the math. Look, as you increase your annual investments, the future value of your portfolio is going to exponentially increase. Yes, utilizing compound interest absolutely requires patience and a long-term outlook. We know that. But it is the ultimate tool to amplify your wealth trajectory. It's what actually prepares you for future financial needs, stuff like retirement, sudden emergencies, or major life purchases. And ultimately, it's the mechanism that improves your overall lifestyle, simply because your money is doing the heavy lifting for you while you sleep. So, now that we've walked through the undeniable hard math of exactly why investing beats saving cash, you really have to look at your own habits. Take a hard look at your bank accounts today and ask yourself this. Is your money just sitting idly in a metaphorical safe somewhere, or is it out there actively working for you? The math is crystal clear, but the choice of what to do next, that's entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this changes how you view every single dollar you save from here on out.